Welcome back to the channel. This is S.O.G. Today we're going to be reviewing and taking a look at the OSight SE. Now this is a brand new enclosed emitter optic that OSight just released, and we're also going to be comparing it to their previous released OSight S. One of the things that always impresses me about OSight is their presentation of their red dots. Not just the quality behind the dots themselves, but also how they present this to us, to the consumers. Now, I previously did a review on the S. If you haven't checked that out, feel free to do so. I'll leave a link in the description for that. But today we're going to take a look at the unboxing of the SE and see what comes in here. So right away, I will let you guys know the MSRP of this is going for $199, so just under $200. And when you unbox this, you get a really like nice elite feel to this. You get a really nice postcard here that tells you all about how to adjust windage and elevation and basically how to zero your dot in. It tells you the specs of the screw set, the torque value per screw, and that sort of thing. They also give you a QR code for operation guide, and just really helpful tool there. You get hit with a welcome or a thank you note from OSight, which is a nice touch. And removing this here, you're going to get the dot itself. Now, as you guys can see, the dot is enclosed, and you've got a plus and minus there on the left side, and you have a battery tray on the right side. Now, what OSight did was they removed the magnetic charging for the SE and made this a battery operated red dot. And we're going to take a look and see if there's any other differences or key differences between this and the OSight S, which, as we know, is magnetically charging. So we'll take a look at that in just a second. Let's continue to see what else comes in this box. We'll take a look at this here. Now, this looks like you're going to have all of your needed accessories and tools to be able to install. And let's go ahead and get this out of the box here. So, I mean, look at this. The tool comes with like a padded foam that just holds it together, man. That's nice. And you get these little indentations here for your fingers to get it out of. You have battery compartment spare screws, man. You get 2 screws for your battery compartment. That's something that not a lot of people do, so that's awesome. You get a manual, it looks like. And then, of course, my favorite part about their presentation is their screw sets. As you guys can see here, we'll take a look. But you pop these bad boys open, and you'll have all of the screws you need. You'll have longs and shorts. As you guys can see, it's kind of staggered, and that'll tell you if it's a longer screw or a shorter screw. So awesome design by OSight with that. Just really good presentation, as I mentioned before. Now, taking a look at the dot itself, here it is, a enclosed emitter red dot. It is a multi-reticle system, so you get either a 2 MOA dot, you get a 32 MOA circle, or you get the dot and the circle together. So here is the previous OSight S, and this is, like I said, magnetically charged. Let's go ahead and remove the charging cover and take a look at the dimensions and size difference between the S and the SE. So here they are side by side. As you guys can see, they are pretty much identical in size. Window size, overall size are identical. Obviously, on the top, you're going to have this little portion on the S, which is for the magnetic charger to engage with. You don't have that on the battery operated red dot, but you get buttons on the same side. As you guys can see here, sorry about that, you get buttons on the same side. You do get co-witnessing rear sights on both. Window size is the same. Overall size is just identical. Here, the only thing they added was the battery tray, but aside from that, everything else looks really good. Now, obviously, this is clear. I'll show you guys here. We are working with safe firearms, so we'll put that aside. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and mount this on a similar handgun and show you guys side by side what they look like. And here is the OSight SE installed in a Glock 43X. And again, we are clear, no magazine in the gun, nothing in here. We're safe to work. So this is what it looks like. And I have to say, man, this actually looks really, really good on the 43X MOS. I'm not going to lie, this looks pretty good. Like I said, it's got a big window there. And let's remove this from the battery tray. Oh, you might have to pop that out of there. Let me get that loose here. All right, so now we are good, and there it is. Man, that dot is crispy crispy clear. Taking a look at some of the standout features from this OSight SE in comparison to the S is going to be very subtle, minimal, but I'll tell you guys why I really like the way that OSight is heading with their dots here. One, a lot of people are going to complain and say that this is nothing different than the SE other than the fact that it's battery operated. Well, you might be right, but what I'm looking at is the company itself and what they're doing with their customers. Now, a lot of people have had concerns about having something that's magnetically charged, and OSight is aware of that and said, you know what, they're right. Let's give them another option if they're concerned about something that's magnetically charged or needing some sort of power outlet or power source to have it turn on and function. So they released the SE, so now you can run this with batteries and you can stock up on batteries, so you know you're always going to be okay regardless of if you have power or not. Now, some of the features on this is going to be that it's got an aspherical lens, and basically what that is it just ensures zero distortion and it's parallax free performance, delivering exceptional clarity through the window and rapid and precise target acquisition. Another nice thing about this is going to be that it's got a motion sensor function, so after 3 minutes of inactivity it does shut off on its own. Now again, this housing is a 7075 aluminum, so they went back to the more traditional style. The S had their proprietary OAL, I believe it was called, housing for the material that they used, and they did go back to 7075, which is basically what every other dot company uses that's durable. When we take a look at like HoloSun and Siley, that's the same material that they use for their housing and whatnot. Another nice thing about this is going to be not just that they made it battery operated, but the battery lifespan is better than most other red dots out there. Now, if you have the circle with the dot option, you're looking at 46 to 47,000 hours of battery. If you just have the circle alone, you're looking at 50,000 hours of battery. And if you have the dot alone, you're looking at 75,000 hours of battery life. And in most cases, all other companies out there are claiming up to 50,000 hours of battery, while this one is maxing out at 75. So a big increase in battery life with this OSight. And again, man, I really like the direction they're heading with their dots. They're continuously pumping out new stuff. They have enclosed emitter dots that are at a great and affordable price. They are very innovative, as we can tell with the S, and just doing a great job, man, of keeping stuff modern and being able to continue to put stuff out there for us consumers that like to try new things and don't want to break the bank. That'll wrap it for this video. I appreciate you guys for tuning back in. Don't forget to hit that like button, drop a comment about what you think about OSight's new release with this SE. Which do you prefer, the OSight S or the SE? And don't forget to hit that sub button. It helps the channel a lot and it is free to you. If you like content like this, hit that subscribe button, man. And you know, if you've already subscribed, that I appreciate you guys so much. But as always, God bless you, and I'll see you on the next video.